Hello, my name is Stephanie Watt, and I would like to ask you a question. Did you know approximately 18,000 homeless people walk the streets of Detroit every day? Of that 18,000, approximately 75% of those individuals suffer from a mental illness. As a community, many of us have become desensitized to this population. We avoid eye contact, or when we are feeling generous, we give them our spare change, and oftentimes, we don't even acknowledge their presence.
I had a good lifestyle. I was raised real good, but I let my guard down and ran with the wrong crowd and wound up using drugs and craving for it and going out doing wrong things to continue to supply my habit and stuff.
I would basically walk. I wouldn't actually I don't think I particularly laid down outside, but I would just stay up by a bus stop. Just sit down. I would sit down, but I wouldn't actually make a rest and sleep position.
So could you state your name for me?
My name is Richard.
All right, Richard.
I was actually sleeping under a tree with just maybe a sheet over my head, not sleeping at night, listening to all kind of strange noises and terrible things just around me. But when it's time just to go to sleep, you just try to close your eyes for a few hours. Next thing you know, you woke back up in the middle of the night, just nothing to do and nowhere to go.
But you have a daughter.
Yes.
What was your relationship like with your daughter during that time?
Well, it started off real good, and as a baby, I used to take her to church with me and stuff. When I was still staying positive, I was religious, and I'm still religious more than ever now. But doing then, I was taking her to church, and she loved it. She loved being around her daddy as her daddy loved being around her, and her mother, and things just happened, and it just couldn't take it no more.
As Detroiters, we see these people every day. On our way to work, on our way home, dropping our children off at school. We see them standing on the corner, sleeping on a bench, talking to themselves, or pushing a grocery cart filled with their life's possessions, too ashamed to lift their heads.
Well, I like to go for walks a lot.
Okay.
And I do like to read mostly in my spare time.
Do you feel that, or how do you feel the supports that are provided?
I enjoy it.
Well, my employer see the better of me since I went to get some help from the treatment center. And after this treatment center, I met you. That's when they introduced me to you, Stephanie. And the way things are better for me now is just that I'm learning to deal with individuals and go to my support groups. And of course, you, Stephanie, is a very well open-minded person. You gave me the privilege to try to live in this shining star, which I think is a real neat program.
And from that program on up to now, my life has totally changed to beautiful, amazing. I thank Shining Star for what they have done for me and what they continue to do for me. Without Shining Star, I would not be where I am now.
Even though I have two other roommates, it still feels like I'm living on my own because you just got to do things for yourself, which I enjoy.
Now I'm way more laid back and way more comfortable than I used to be. I was just not ready to be social and talk to people, and
Really?
now I feel like I can open up and be stable.
That's so interesting because I love talking to you. You're always pleasant, and you've come a long way.
That's what Shining Star is all about. They want you to help better yourself, grow more positive, and believe in yourself. And that's what I do now, without no hesitation. So we need Shining Star more than ever.